Reconciliation Blues grew out of my experience as a black Christian who spends most of his life in white Christian settings. I went to a white evangelical college. I work in a mostly white evangelical company, and I attend a predominantly white evangelical church. And that's okay. I'm a black evangelical in a white evangelical world. But along the way, I realized there are certain frustrations and issues that arise around racial and cultural issues that sometimes remind me that, yes, indeed, I am a black guy in this white world. Reconciliation Blues is more about how well we're doing at bridging the racial divide. Overall, the church is pretty sold on the whole importance of being racially reconciled, but there are a lot of cultural blind spots and misunderstandings that still hinder our progress. I think I see the need for this book a lot when I go to Christian conferences that are supposed to represent something of the character and the flavor of God's church, and all I see on the platform are white speakers or white performers. Being the first black in a Christian organization or a church can be a pretty stressful deal in some ways. In some ways you're looked at as the resident expert on all things black or any racial issue that comes up. And then there are times when you are there and you have to put up with certain jokes or insensitive comments that probably wouldn't come up if the setting had been a little more diverse. I think evangelical theology sometimes contributes to the racial divide because, frankly, one of the greatest virtues of our theology, our personal relationship with Christ, sometimes prevents us from seeing issues like community and the importance of social justice. I think politics continues to play a big part in today's racial divide. The misunderstandings that a lot of people of different races have, a lot of white evangelicals really can't understand why a black Christian would vote for a Democrat. How could that be? The main thing that I hope people come away with after reading Reconciliation Blues is a better, more honest grasp of the reconciliation issue in our churches and in the evangelical community today. I hope it will help us take a better measure of just how we're doing. The book isn't designed to be 3 easy steps or 10 principles for being a reconciler, but through the stories and through the experiences that I share there, I hope people will catch that vision and really understand Jesus' prayer that we be one, that the church be one. And I want to be that kind of Christian. I want to be that kind of church, and I hope readers are inspired to be that kind of believer as well.